What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models, and today I am going to build this guy. The 1/44 scale high grade Gundam Kimaris from the Iron-Blooded Orphans animated series. This is of course the cool bad guy, you could say, protagonist of the animated series, one of the cooler bad guys, and clearly you could see that it has a lot of influence, showing the the overall look of a Gundam from the series. For those of you who probably are not aware, I see parts here in the arms, the chest, I think somewhere in the legs, where it does retain the same form of the inner frame of the Barbados. But this high grade, of course, doesn't seem to have that feature where it had an inner frame setup like it was on the high grade version of the Barbados that I built last year. And I think one of the most unique features, of course, is this long ass lance. I think one of the better looking lances I've seen so far. I thought that the last model kit that I've made that had a lance, the what do you call that? The GNX A-Laws version would beat that, but this one's pretty nice indeed. I got this at Gundam Planet, along with the stand, which is right here. We'll open that later on during the course of the build. And this will be a straight build. I'm hoping to get the 1/100 scale version so I can paint it, but this one will be just a regular straight build, just to tidy us over until you guys finish voting what high grade kit I should make and bring to MosquitoCon. But let's see the contents of this box. Let's first look at the sides. Here's the kit in action with the stand. What I liked about it was the thrusters that came out of the back part of the legs. It doesn't seem to have the feature where it opens up. Oh yeah, correction. There it is. It does open up. But I thought it opened up from the sides as well. I have to probably see that video one more time. Let's see around here. Here's what the kit looks like. This kit retails at 1,200 yen, which is like around maybe $10. I got it for around that, but I think it's $12 on $12 or $13 at Gundam Planet. A little more than that, but yeah, this is a really cool kit. Can't wait to build this. Now, interestingly enough, the parts are so big that it's actually bulging out the box set. I don't know if maybe somebody pulled it out and put it back in, but I didn't. This is the first time I'm opening it. So this is the white parts. This is kind of almost off-white, off-whitish. Pretty nice. Kind of like the fins here. And it has a feature which I don't know if it will allow me to show it. It was part of the anime where the shoulder part here popped up and fired those discs. Actually, you know what? Let me just click. Let me look here. Yeah, it does show here, but I don't know if it's a part swapping feature. We'll find out about that soon enough. Purple, pretty nice. I'm starting to see inner frame parts, so this doesn't look like a kit where you can actually create an inner frame like the Barbados. There's the lance. It's in a different color. Here are the purple parts, pretty nice. Here are more of the white parts, plus remaining parts of the armor. Back skirts, front skirts, legs maybe. Yeah, I think it's the legs. And more purple parts as well. Oh wait, here's a part for the inner frame. I recognize that. Let me put this box to this side. Check out the manual. Hold on a second. Let me adjust. Okay, so here's the manual. We have the parts here. I see some X's, but that's only on the polycaps. Oh yeah, you can build the inner frame, but it's a little different because even though I do remember the inner frame part with the hydraulic and all that stuff, the only difference is the front part of the neck and chest armor, and then the side armor, because it's a different type of armor, different backpack, excuse me, obviously different head, and then you have the parts that actually make up. Wow, this is interesting. I wonder if it's possible, and I'm not going to do this with my high grade version of the Barbados that I just built. I wonder if it's possible to take apart the armored parts that made the high grade version of the Barbados, and place it on the purple parts of the inner frame. I'm going to definitely put this kit together, the inner frame part first, and see how far I can go with that. I do see the part for the shoulder armor that has that disc thing that pops up. So yeah, it's not a parts forming part. You can actually pop it out and pop it in again. It's pretty good. It is kind of slightly a bigger kit than the Barbados. And we got the leg parts here. Wow, this is very interesting. I can't wait to. I know that there's a high grade version of the Gusian, not the Gusian, excuse me, the Rebake, and I believe it's the same features, but it could be, could be wrong. Different legs, finally something different. I'm sick and tired of that weird leg setup on the Barbados, both on the 144 scale and the high grade, and the 1/100 scale version. And then we have, let's see, finishing up the legs. We have starting in the waist unit. There's some stickers on. Yes, we're going to put the stickers on since this is just going to be a standard straight build. And then the assembly of the lance and a foldable blade. That's kind of cool. I like that, a foldable blade. And there's the gimmick of the disc thrower popping out from the shoulders. And then you can open up the legs and close up the feet so you can expose the thrusters. And that's it. This is what it looks like already painted and built. Again, I'm not painting this guy. We'll cover aspects of this kit on where to focus on if you guys want to paint it. I will, you know what? I will, of course, maybe panel line it just to give it, bring it out, the features of this kit. But regardless of the case, this is pretty cool. I like it. I'll definitely paint and build the 1/100 scale version of this. But for now, we're just gonna do straight build. So let me stop talking and let me start building 1/100 scale high grade Gundam Kimaris. So here are all the parts that will make up the torso and the head of the Gundam Kimaris 144 scale. And as I said before, here are the parts that will pretty much make up the inner frame if you want to do the inner frame like I did with my high grade Barbados. As a matter of fact, let me just pull it out here to the side. And as you can see, there it is. They're pretty much similar. So you could always paint it purplish or lavender, how you want to do it, or you can paint it a different color. And the one thing, of course, is the head is not identical. It does not have the same head. It's a different head. But you could still apply the same features that you see on this kit. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did some sort of mashup of that. Maybe somebody did and I haven't noticed it yet. Alright, but let's now assemble this and see how it looks. So first up, what I need is this guy. I wonder if I have to do this for like other high grade kits, like if I ever decide to get the Grimgurdy. Does the Grimgurdy have this feature? Who knows? And we have this part here that goes like this, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to see how this looks. Oh, it's the other way around. So that goes like that, and that goes like that. Oh, alright. So it looks like this. Okay. Then you cover it up with this. Simple. Whoops. But this thing pops out. Come on. You shouldn't be this difficult. There we go. Alright. So that part is done. Then we need this, followed by the ball cap. Put that there. Take this, and in this position, do that. Flip it around, grab this part here, slide that there. There we go. Bring it around this way. Then we have this little chest part here that... Oh no, I'm sorry. It's the other way around. No. Oh, I did this wrong. Aha. Pretty much all look the same, so... Well, hang on a second. Now I have to see this proper. So, that goes like that. Fine, I got that. And this goes like that. Okay, I'm sorry. The two notches here go front. My apologies. There we go. Now we take this part, put it here, so it looks like that. Then we take this larger part, put it like that, slide it into place like so. So, oh, cool. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we have the two side armored parts. Kind of reminds me of parts on the Zaku 2 kits, and they go like that. That's pretty good. Covers up some areas that you have to cut off with the hobby knife. Then we have the neck part here. Goes like that. Now, this is the backpack, which is a fairly simple backpack. So you want to put this part here, and that part here. Oh, and I forgot to remove a excess plastic. There we go. I'm going to have to talk about the what do you call it, the clippers, because I've noticed something. Alright, so you put this here. Oh, cool. Design covers up many problems that arises. Then finally, the head, which I did put on the eyes. So we take this little head-like vase, put it through here. There's like a little guide there. And you close this here, like so. Good. Then we have this part here in the back, which is of course the rear camera device. There's a little sticker there. Then we have this part, which of course you have to paint, if you have to paint this. Remember, this is a sticker, but you want to paint that purple. And put it through there. Oh, that's a little menacing right there. Can barely see the eyes. Then we put this through here. And there we go. The head and torso of the Kimaris is now complete. And very cool. I like this. Very nice. Let me just take the time to mention about the clippers, because I love these clippers, yes. But you got to be very, very careful on how to cut off parts. Even though it's good to always cut through here at the edges, let me show you. Like here, in this area, if you cut through here, you have no problem. But here, it forms kind of like a little impression that goes like that. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to damage a part or ruin a part. Now I figured out that you want to always cut from here at this end, at the edge here, and not here. If you're going to use this, use it in areas that you're going to leave a little bit of plastic so you can slice it off with the hobby knife. Just for those who already purchased this. Good tool, but careful how to use it. Anyway, this concludes this part of the build. Let's now move on to the next part.